Movie Night with JO Media is back once again. It is Transformers. Miss Mandy is back with me. Hey, girl.
Hey.
I
feel like it's been a few weeks since we've been here.
It's been too long, dude, is what it's
know.
been. Let's go right to sponsors tonight. Can we do that?
Let's do it.
I had a wonderful conversation today with Jason Haney of Habitat for Humanity of Hamilton County.
We love our friends from Habitat.
These guys say they love everything we're doing. They listen to all the shows, but they can't make it out each week. But apparently we're on the same page and everybody is happy. Habitat for Humanity is a great organization, especially here in Hamilton County. But they've got the Restore now.
They do have the Restore, and the Restore is so cool. It's probably my favorite place to be. If you have a remodel coming up for your house, Habitat is where to go to make that happen.
We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary with the Restore right here, just off 106, off of 69. It's very easy to find.
Super easy.
Whether you want to donate or if you need something. And I need stuff in my life. I don't know about you, man, but I need stuff.
I need stuff all the time.
All the times?
All the times. All the times.
All the times.
You're a homeowner. Something's always breaking, or you're wanting to upgrade something to stay up with the time. So Habitat for Humanity is where to go to make that happen. And then you can also give back to a great cause, which is even better.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and give a shout out to Sam Ash.
Yay!
Our new listening center is extremely popular.
It is. I'll tell you what, we cannot keep people off of those headphones while we're alive. They think they are, it's like the place to be. Everybody wants to come and listen to what you have to say.
Yes, and thank you much for everything you do for us, Sam Ash. And, people are listening right now. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Johnny. Hi,
Jamie
Jackson.
Jackson.
Sam Ash.
General Manager of Sam Ash. How you doing, brother?
I'm great. How are you guys tonight?
I tell you what, Jamie came on, believed in me with Brother Beercast a couple years ago. And he has done so much for us. We kind of upgraded everything. He is over all the shows now with JL Media today. Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense because we use the gear on all the shows. It's the same gear.
I'm very proud to be with you guys. Like from where you started, from where you've gone, you've always come through with what you've promised, and you've just kept growing and growing. Oh,
that's what we do. Now you've taken a step back from the drums here recently.
Only from playing out as often as I was. I don't think I'll ever really stop playing.
You guys got a lot going on at the store.
Oh my goodness, we have so many events every single week that it's almost it'll make your head spin. If you're ever in Sam Ash Music, from 7 o'clock on each night, we have some sort of club happening, and we actually give you a $10 gift card so you'll come back another time.
There is a full stage in there, Mandy. Well, I've taken you in there before.
I've been to Sam Ash.
A full stage. You can put on a concert in there.
Yes.
Right, and pretty much every night you guys do.
Yep.
Open stages or drum circles. You got Rocky doing the drum circles in the back.
Yeah, we got Rocky doing drum club on Mondays. On Tuesday night, we have Memphis doing the guitar jam. On Wednesday nights, we have what I'm starting to consider the biggest open mic in the city. We go for about 3.5 hours, and we usually have about 30 to 40 people run through our stage.
Wow. That's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It's huge.
Now, does it ever get hectic since you work there all day and then you're hanging out at night running the sound?
To a degree, but I guess you kind of learn how to spin a bunch of plates all at once.
That's why you have a bed in your office, right?
I just lean back in the chair.
Yeah, that's why. Let's go there. And to Jamie's right is Mr. Derek of BlueHQmedia.com.
That's correct.
Hey, brother.
Thanks.
Tell me about Blue HQ.
Well, our boss launched the site back in October of 2016, and then we've started expanding with other writers around this past January. We are all about recruiting writers who are not just knowledgeable about the sports that we cover, but that are passionate fans just like us. And we cover all the major stuff, Colts and Pacers and college sports, but we also focus on the minor league teams that are around the state. We've got the Comets and the Fuel in hockey. We've got the Indians, the Fort Wayne Tin Caps and South Bend Cubs in baseball, and then the Indy 11 soccer as well. And our mission is just to become the biggest homegrown sports coverage outlet here in the state of Indiana.
But that is not all. I saw karting on there as well.
You saw what?
Karting. There is a karting link. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Of course, I didn't have time to go into it. There's everything on this side. How many riders do you have?
We've got about 10 right now, and we are still looking to add more.
And who is the owner over there? Editor-in-chief? What do we call him?
Dalton Tinklenberg is our boss.
Right, but what title does he have?
Um,
CEO?
I think president is the title that's listed on the website. I just call him boss.
Okay, well, he told me to call him Big Daddy, and I didn't know him that well, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait till we get through a couple of meetings before I do that. He seems like a great guy.
He is very encouraging to all of us every time that we submit pieces.
Sure.
I know I was a little bit nervous about it when I first got started because I've done plenty of radio before, but I've never really been much of a writer. And so I was like, well, I'm not sure if this is the style that people are looking for. I'm not sure if I just know that I'm very passionate about sports here in Indiana, and I just want to share what I know and what I think with other interested fans. And lo and behold, I've found that there's a lot of support and encouragement, and it's really helped me blossom as a writer.
I have done a lot of writing as well. A lot of people don't know this about me, but it's usually on the restroom wall somewhere. Sorry about that at Sam Ash, Jamie. Miss Heather Woods of Into the Woods is back.
Hey.
Hey, lady, she's out of bed.
I am.
How's the back over there?
It's, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to share that vacuum. You
No,
just keep it
it's
yourself.
okay. It's a little bit better than it was at first. I'm having surgery next Thursday.
Into the Woods by Heather.
Yep.
Give us a quick rundown of it.
So I make organic body products, bath bombs, bath salts, body scrubs, and I just made sunscreen.
What?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Ah.
It's
And I saw
quite
you
a
have-
huge pain in the rear. I won't deny that, but
When I
it's
saw you
really-
have bug repellent coming
Oh,
soon.
I have bug roller balls with me to give you.
Woo.
And yeah, so I made bug spray, bug roller balls. I love them.
Why do you always say things on this show that make me laugh?
That's what I do.
And I guess I'm 12 over here when you talk to me. Darling, I'm glad you're well enough to get out.
Me too. I miss you guys.
Welcome back. Miss Mandy, it's about Transformers tonight.
I am so pumped about this movie.
And we've got some announcements to make, but we're going to let you do them in Facebook Live videos before. How about that?
All right, that sounds good, and we'll wrap up at the end. That sounds fantastic.
And we'll get Mitch over here and have him sit down and let's do our little thing. You guys ready for Transformers?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Oh my God! What is this? A fifth or sixth or ninth one? How many?
This is the 5th one in the franchise.
You know, I saw the poster over here behind you. I said, Donnie Wahlberg. Oh yeah, he is in it now.
But you know, Johnny, my brother's not in this one. He was in the second one.
We're going to get into that too because
Yeah.
I did remember that. But right now we're going to talk to my man Mitch. How you doing, brother?
What's up, humans? How you
Man,
doing?
Man, this place has been busy today.
Yeah, thanks, Nickelback.
That's the traffic out there. Are these holdovers from Nickelback? You think they got rained out?
There's a lot of people who have come in tonight and be like, well, Nickelback canceled their show.
Are you serious?
I saw on Facebook that people
Second
were
year in a row
offering
they've
tickets.
canceled.
People were offering tickets, and it said Nickelback, and I'm like, wait a minute, what year is this? When are we? Okay. I'm a fan of Nickelback. Okay, I tried to say that, Jamie. I tried to say that out loud.
Oh my
You did a
God.
great job. You really sold it, I thought.
We had a big opening with Transformers last night, Mitch.
Yeah, huge.
How'd you do here?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Just pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's busy. It's busy. And we had the special screening of IMAX for an early 7 o'clock show yesterday.
I bet that was awesome.
Yeah, so that was, we were busier than normal in part because of that. We had the earlier show.
Yeah.
And that was cool. It's always a lot of fun. Give out T-shirts and stuff. It's fun.
Gave out T-shirts. Anything left?
I'll never tell.
I'm always needing T-shirts, Mitch.
Especially
Okay.
Transformers.
Any movie shirt, to be quite honest. So.
I was disappointed to discover the shirt does not transform. I was
saw
hoping I'd put it on and be like, and I'm a suitcase or something clever, but that's not
It
how it
should be a
works.
reversible shirt. That way you can have that gimmick going for it.
Yeah, what was that? What in the late '80s? Remember the color changing shirts?
Hypercolor.
Hypercolor.
We were just talking about those.
Oh man, I had a girlfriend who had one of those,
We
and she
loved
broke it.
them.
And I don't know if she was just too sweaty or what, but she broke her hypercolor shirt. It was just like this awful like yellow and white faded.
They have them in Germany.
It was really funny. They do?
There was a lady.
My brother sent me one for my 40th birthday.
That's awesome.
I was thinking about the Transforming a while ago, while you were talking about it. A lady walked by earlier. She had a Transformer short on it, and then immediately I thought Camaro. That lady's going to turn into a Camaro. That was probably sexist in some people's eyes, but it's not meant that way, Jamie. You know me. I love everybody. Sometimes too much.
If I could transform into a car, it'd probably be a McLaren P1. It's this $1.2 million supercar, and I think they've only made like a dozen of them.
Right.
There's always like one of those floating around. I remember when I was a kid, there was one called the Vector.
I think I know what that one is.
It was like a 12-cylinder like supercar, and it was $1 million. Like there's always $1 million. Like if there's always some jack. Oh, what was I going to say? I'm not going to use that word. There's always some jerk who's got an extra $1 million laying around and be like, I need a car that there's only 12 of.
I wonder what it's like having that problem.
See, I can't do that.
That's a good problem to have.
I would be terrified to drive the thing anywhere. Well, to park it anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
some jack word that you were going to use a minute ago is going to come by and key it just because they don't have one.
Well, and I'm going to look stupid scratching it up trying to get into the McDonald's parking lot.
Exactly.
I was about to say, speaking as someone who may or may not have a habit of driving 80 on 465, if I were driving a car like that at that speed I would just be like, I might as well be doing this in a Toyota because I can't be doing anything good to the engine right about now.
And for our friends in law enforcement, he was just kidding. He don't do that on 465.
But Heather does.
See, I'm trying to get y'all out of trouble, and there are police officers standing right over here watching us. But it's Transformers tonight here on Movie Night with JL Media. This is part what, Derek?
5.
And the second or third time Donnie's been in this thing.
It's the second time that Mark Wahlberg has taken over as
I keep calling him Donnie, don't I?
It's all right. It's easy enough to get the two of them
That's probably
confused.
because he's a Wahlberg and I don't care. But
Yeah, you do. He's a new kid.
I heard the burgers were good, though.
I think they only have just the one location in Los Angeles.
No idea. Last time I saw it, I saw one episode, and they were talking about franchising.
No,
Oh,
there's
they
a
do?
couple because my girlfriend
okay.
went to one not long ago.
I was about to say, I've never actually met anyone that went.
And it was at a surrounding state. I just don't. Ohio, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think
care.
they have drive-thrus, though, so you'll be okay in your $1 million car, Mitch.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just, none of those vehicles are made for big people.
None of them.
None of them.
None of them.
I mean,
I was
tall, wide, whatever.
I was
It's
a big fan of the DeLorean, which is nowhere near $1 million. But, yeah, you ever been in a DeLorean? You and I are the same age, right? Jamie, have I got your name wrong?
We're at the same age.
Yeah. Heather's listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there she
Actually,
is.
I have been in a DeLorean.
I have once as well. You a DeLorean fan?
Who couldn't be? Shit, man. Back to the Future?
Yeah. Heather's too young for that. You remember the car?
Back to the Future.
She's
No.
looking at me.
I was about to say,
Yes.
I
Thank
know
you.
the car.
One of the
I've never
best
actually
movies
seen.
ever.
My uncle had a neighbor in San Jose who had 2 of them in their driveway.
I think everybody knows somebody who knew somebody. And everybody's seen one, right?
Oh, yeah.
They
You know
were
what's
never really
funny?
mass-produced.
In the driveway, you can only open one car. You can only open the
Yeah.
car that's on the outside. So you'd have to back one up. It's so dumb. It's cool though.
I've never actually seen one in person. Interesting thing about DeLoreans, though, the guy who ended up making them, he went to prison for about 10 years for something completely unrelated to the manufacturer.
cocaine.
of
You
cars.
You guys selling cocaine to
John
FBI
DeLo-
agents on a video camera.
John DeLorean was moving cocaine, yeah. See, we're old enough to know the story over here, Dick.
Well,
But-
that's I guess that's the secret of how you get to 88
He was
miles
wishing he
an
had a
hour.
time machine.
Somehow we're talking about Back to the Future. Let's talk about the flashback series. Might as well.
Sure. We've got Blues Brothers coming up. First time we're showing that. June 25th, June 28th, 2 and 7 p.m. After that, we got Jaws for the 4th of July weekend, so on July 2nd and July 5th. Then after that, we're showing Sandlot, then Mamma
Great.
Mia, National Lampoon's Vacation, Footloose, and then Top Gun. So that should be fun.
Man, that's
The
awesome.
flashback
Yeah.
series is played every Sunday and Wednesday at 2 and 7 o'clock, correct?
Yes, sir. Sunday and Wednesday, 2 and 7 p.m.
I love that show. I love the whole series. Halloween, my very favorite movie, and I always talk about it. Saw it right here. On
That's
a
right.
flipping
You always
Wednesday at
talk
2
about
o'clock.
Halloween. I always talk about Jaws. We can't help ourselves, Johnny. We're fans.
I'll be here
It's okay.
next in
As
July,
somebody
believe me.
who covers baseball, I would definitely be interested in Sandlot. I mean, that is just a classic summer movie as far as I'm concerned.
That's great. I kind of want to see Vacation on the big screen again.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't
me
done that in
too.
a long
Yeah.
time.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
I remember going to see European Vacation, and I was pretty young when it came out, like maybe 9 or 10, and it's pretty raunchy.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
There's a lot of movies I think, oh my God, I can't believe my mom and dad let me watch this when I was,
The Muppet movies, for crying out
Yeah.
loud.
Oh, yeah.
Those were made for the parents, not the kids.
Well, it was originally
The Great
intended to be an
Outdoors.
adult
You think
show.
about all the
Yeah.
movies, you're like, oh,
oh yeah, oh, Great Outdoors is classic.
yes.
Oh gosh, John Candy
Yes.
was the best in that.
He
The-
was.
That scene where the bear busts through the door and then just
Big
bounces up
bear.
and down on him.
big bear.
Big Bear.
Big bear.
Of course, we can't put Sausage Party in that category.
Oh, are you going back to that again?
That movie
It
is.
was so crazy.
I could only watch it the one time because it was too much.
Well, no, I saw it one time when I was sober, and it was too much. But then I watched it again when I wasn't, and it was kind of good. I mean, I understand where they were coming from.
No, it was great. Don't get me wrong. It's just too much. Like,
Yeah.
You can only take so much in one movie.
I am surprised that the Taco did not get an Academy Award. I'll be very honest with you. She did a wonderful part. She played a wonderful part.
So we got Transformers 5.
Nice save.
We got some crazy stuff happening in this movie. Has anybody seen it yet?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So we've got, we got some stuff going on with Optimus Prime. This is one of those movies you don't want to talk about because you don't want to give away any spoilers. But, there are some tough things in front of the Transformers this time around.
Yes, there are.
It's hard being a giant battling transforming robot in the big city.
Absolutely. Is that as much as you're going to lead into it? You're not going to spoil anything?
Don't spoil it.
Well, you want people to come out to the movie.
I
theaters
wanna-
to
I
see it,
do.
Johnny.
Trailer.
This
But
is one of
without
those. This is
spoiling.
one of those franchises
You know
like
what's gonna
people
happen.
get super excited about. So
Just
I want to be super
throw a
careful
couple
about
things
saying
out
anything
there.
about the movie.
Yeah, you can throw a couple things and.
Well, let's see. Well, since I can talk about Transformers, first of all, they're talking about doing a Bumblebee movie.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, a standalone movie with just Bumblebee, which I think would be cool.
Yeah,
I
love
think it's
Bumblebee.
required by law nowadays that anything that makes over $100 million in its opening weekend, find the most marketable character and give them a spin-off.
Sure. I mean, it's amazing they haven't done it yet. It's one of the most successful franchises in the world.
Right.
Same thing's true about like Fast and the Furious and some of the other ones. They haven't really tapped into that yet.
Now, is that just a rumor, or have you heard
No,
something
I
in the movie
read it
where-
on. I think I read it on Collider.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
it looks like there's going to be an independent film.
he's already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Anthony Hopkins is in it, which I'm excited about.
Sure, absolutely. Sir Anthony
love-
Hopkins is phenomenal.
Yeah, I love him and everything.
Absolutely. Do you see the Heineken movie? What's the name of that movie, Jamie?
The Heineken movie?
Yeah, it's about Heineken, the founder of the Heineken brewery who got kidnapped and... Never mind. Yeah.
Not without my Heine.
I cannot remember the name of the movie. The independent film. The kid from True Blood was one of the kidnappers. I was real big into True Blood when the movie came out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
And I was watching a Heineken movie. No, the founder of Heineken was kidnapped like back in the 80s or something, and they
I
held him.
never have
That
heard about
sounds
this.
They
really
have-
interesting, though.
They held him for yeah. I started to, never mind. That's an off-air joke. I will tell you later.
Oh.
No, they held him for ransom, and they were bumbling idiots, of course, and it didn't work out well for him.
Oh, is this one of
That's
those based on a
crazy.
true story
Yes,
movies?
yes.
Oh.
I love Heineken.
So
Love those green glass
Transformers
beers. The skunkier, the funkier, the better.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Some Grolls.
Do you have
Grossman,
Heineken
Bell, some
here?
Heineken.
At Screen Taps.
What?
Do you have Heineken here at Screen Taps?
No.
Screen Taps is a wonderful little bar under the stairs. Jamie, did you check it out over there, brother?
Duh, they have Sun King. You have to check it out.
Yeah, we just tapped.
And you just
Scarlet-
lost Johnny.
We just tapped Scarlet Lane Brewery's
Thank you
Dorian
for someone
Coconut
listening
Stout,
to us.
which is yummy.
Wait a minute. Kidnapping Mr. Heineken was just text to me. I think that's the name of the movie. I hope that's what she was saying. Or either she's picking at me, one of the two. So. And she just gave me a thumbs up. So thank you very much. I don't know either she's picking or that's it. But kidnapping Mr. Heineken. Google that.
interesting.
Yeah.
I will add that to.
I'm-
I will add that to my list for sure.
I'm sorry I interrupted Mitch again, brother. Talk to me. What were we
He's
saying?
trying.
Was I talking?
You were talking when I interrupted you.
I man, I talk a lot. I don't know.
Your new beer on tap.
The last thing
Oh
you
yeah,
said was Sun King.
the Dorian Coconut Stout from Scarlet Lane Brewery.
Scarlet Lane Brewing, yes. They're pushing
And
that right now.
we also have some Horror Hound that we brought down for our event tonight. So we've got some Horror Hound beer, and of course we've got our event this evening. We're looking forward to that.
That is absolutely perfect. We're going live once again at 9 p.m. Eastern with Joshua from Scarlet Lane Brewing. We're going to be talking about the autopsy of Jane Doe. Have you seen that one yet?
Yes,
I have too. I enjoyed that one.
creepy.
Jamie, I know you're a horror fan.
A little bit.
A little bit?
Little bit.
Okay. Transformers 5, I guess, is where we're going. It is movie night with JL Media right here, Hamilton 16 IMAX at the Goodrich Quality Theaters. My man Mitch, what else is going on here, brother?
Well, we got a bunch of stuff. We've got advanced tickets on sale. What we're really happy about is we're going to be doing Planet of the Apes Festival. On July 13th, we're showing all 3 Planet of the Apes movies in a row.
That's cool.
Tickets are on sale. They're $20. That event's on July 13th. I think the first movie is going to start about 4:30. And we also have advanced tickets on sale for Despicable Me 3, Spider-Man Homecoming. We've got War of the Planet of the Apes and GDX. That's on sale. And we've got a bunch of stuff going on. Studio Ghibli Festival. Basically, we're showing a Studio Ghibli film every month through November.
Nice.
And this week is My Neighbor Totoro. We're doing Kiki's Delivery Service, Castle in the Sky, Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, probably my favorite, Spirited Away, and Howl's Moving Castle. So that's pretty cool.
That's my favorite on that list.
Nausicaa?
Howl's.
Howl's is awesome. And then, of course, we also have our free summer kids movies. So
Let's
that's
talk about this.
Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. This week will be, or the week of the 26th is Lego Batman. Starting on July 3rd, we've got Rock Dog, then Storks, then Peanuts movie, then Monster Trucks, then Trolls and Sin. And it's one movie per week, 10 a.m., Monday through Friday.
What was that last movie? I thought you said Sin.
Sing.
Sin, okay.
I did. I wrote Sin.
I was going to say
Bring
that.
your kids on 8/7. We're going to teach them about sin.
It's time to grow up, Johnny.
That's right.
Yeah, because I Googled that regularly. Anyway, Sam Ash, you got a lot of stuff going on down there, right?
Every day.
But you guys sponsor all kind of things around town. I mean, no one you love as much as me. But you, I mean, there's a lot of musicians you work with. I mean, you like loan gear, for a fee.
We help out.
I guess they call that rentals, don't they?
We do call that rental.
Yeah.
But no, we help out who we can when we can, man. Our motto is, we got to keep the music flowing. So the only way to make that happen is to make sure that it happens.
Now, you guys, I mean, not only with the JL Media deal that you offer them, they come in, they're kind of hurting, you work with them.
If anybody needs something and we are able to help, we do.
That's just it. That's one of the things I love about Sam Ash. There's other places in town that I can't even drive by without. Okay, I drive by them and I like throw trash out in the parking lot when I do drive by.
I cannot
I'm a
condone
Sam
or
Ash fan.
disapprove of your behavior.
That's Johnny Lyles. That's who did that.
You are
And
you're
he
a
knows
loyal
why,
man.
too, by the way. So yeah.
Wait, why?
Wait, not you, the other guy.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Called
that-
Danging. That's why.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. So you just had some interesting stuff go on at the at Sam Ash here this week.
Oh, man, we have interesting...
Can we talk about Ryan and Moxie for a minute?
Oh, of course. We were lucky enough to be able to host our sales manager Ryan's band Moxie as they did one of the Indie Star sessions with Dave Lindquist this week. So they did a very awesome little performance of 2 or 3 songs in one of our Ash Rock rooms, and it's streamed so far for over 6,000 people.
That is beautiful.
That's cool, man.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Great band. I love Ryan, and Jesse Phelps is amazing voice, amazing talent.
They're a wonderful band, and anytime you get the chance to check them out, you should, because they're just absolutely one of the best.
Everyone always says that Jessie is an amazing singer,
Yes.
but she plays guitar, she plays drums, and she's top notch all the way around.
She's a jack of all trades, and there are rumors that she might be teaching a girls' rock course at Sam Ash Music here soon.
Oh, that would be perfect. That
Really?
would be perfect.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get my daughter enrolled.
You should.
The lady is absolutely
She's-
amazing, but I'm sorry, she is not single.
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny, always a bridesmaid.
Exactly. Exactly. But Dave Lindquist from Indie Star, that was a big deal, man.
Yeah,
That was
and,
a big deal.
Michelle Pemberton was out filming it. If you don't know who she is, you definitely know her work. She does all the great photography and videos for Indie Star, and she shoots just some wonderful like concerts and local shows.
She absolutely does it. A lot of talent was in that building the other day.
It was
Without a doubt.
almost scary. As soon as you came in, it was like the building just swelled.
Oh, God, he's calling me fat again. Isn't he? Catherine, why is he
He's
doing
saying
this
the
to
building
you?
got swole to impress
Yeah, it
you,
was-
Johnny.
Well,
It's
it's
allergic.
PHAT, Johnny. Pretty hot and tempting.
Oh, he's doing the throwback once again. All right.
Bring it on, retro.
Now it's when I need to move on right now. It's movie night with JL Media. Hey, lady. We'll go right to Derek now. But you with BlueHQmedia.com, you don't have a brick and mortar building like Sam Ash.
No, we do not. We organize everything over Slack chat, basically.
Okay.
What is Slack chat?
It's just another messaging app. You know,
Okay.
it just you get to pick who all you want to invite to it and organize everyone into groups.
That's why I don't know about it. I've never been invited. That's thanks, Derek.
Yeah, it's set up for operations like ours that just want to be able to communicate business, but only have people who are actually involved with it be able
Gotcha.
to see the messaging.
Gotcha. And how often is the website updated? Is that a daily thing?
Oh yeah, we've got new articles going up every day. Like we've got a lot of pieces. The NBA draft was last night, so the Pacers have a few new draft picks coming to town. So a lot of our attention is focused on that right now.
Yeah, I heard there was one that everybody wasn't happy about, but we
That
don't
would-
have to harbor there.
I was about to say that would be the first round draft pick that they had last night, who was forward from UCLA.
Yes. Yes, it was. So is it just articles, or do you do stats and everything as well?
It's it's a little bit of both, really. Like we've got some editorials. I cover minor league baseball, so I'll post wrap-ups that say how the three major minor league teams in Indy did, like who the better performers were, and
Right.
where the teams are in the standings, and we do news so that people are up to date on what's going on with the teams, which we tend to focus more on the news with the minor league baseball and hockey and soccer, because it's like those are sports that don't necessarily get as much attention,
Sure.
but they've got very driven, loyal fan bases that want to know what's going on with their team, and we're all fans too, so we make sure that they know what's going on and that we keep that enthusiasm that they have going.
Now, this is just an Indiana thing, right? It's in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's teams here in Indiana, that's correct.
Well, very cool. Very cool. I love that. Blue HQ Media. This is the place to go if you're our sports fan.
So,
Right?
I've been following somebody on Twitter who runs a local wrestling league
Oh,
here in
yeah?
Indianapolis, like a pro wrestling, like a WWE style or whatever. But it's really interesting. Like it's kind of like not underground, but I'm not like the world's biggest wrestling fan. But it's interesting to me that someone's like trying to start their own like local wrestling, deal.
Oh, yeah. I can definitely pitch that because I know there's plenty of interest in the WWE, but yeah, I mean, local flavor is kind of the name of the game as far as we're concerned.
I think that's as far as everybody here is concerned.
I remember wrestling like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Watching the WWF,
Sure.
Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan.
That was
Was
the
that
stuff.
not like the greatest thing on Saturday
Absolutely.
afternoon?
Remember a few years later when they started the rockin' wrestling thing and they would have the bands that come and play?
It was so bad.
It was
It
horrible.
was so bad. It was like cop rock. I mean, it was just horrible.
I miss
Yeah.
Macho
Or
Man.
Glow, huh?
See, I
Snake
love
Roberts.
You love
Oh, yeah.
Glow?
I did.
I
I
remember
love
watching
Glow.
that on Sunday mornings.
I always said I couldn't watch Glow because I was a real wrestling fan. Like Glow was more real than WWE, right?
But you know, Steve's grandma was hardcore WWE.
Right.
I mean, hardcore. She didn't miss.
Yeah.
He said growing up, she did not miss it. She loved it.
Oh, wow. Shout
I-
out to Steve's grandma.
Mm-hmm.
just passed?
That was a different one, but yes.
Okay. Now, I hope she doesn't die, too, because that'd be messed up.
No, she's already gone.
Moving on with JL Media. Screwing up left and right here. This is just a starter show, right? We got another one later at 9 o'clock. I'll
Yes, sir.
actually
We'll be all
more
warmed up.
professional then. But we'll go back to Heather, from Heather into the Woods by Heather. Now that her mouth is full of Diet Pepsi over. Talk to us about the business, darling. All your stuff is homemade and non-toxic.
Right, and not made in my bathtub. We went through this. The first time Johnny said that you make it in your bathtub, you know, like people do moonshine.
Like drinking liquor, yeah.
No, like I sit in the bathtub and make it. That's
Right.
totally different.
Totally
Well,
different.
with me, that would be toxic.
I had a question. Is any of it made of woodland creatures?
No,
That's unfortunate.
no. But it would be really cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like some chipmunk paste.
100% organic.
This is the squirrel sauce.
That's right.
These. I won't even go where I was gonna go because it was not good.
But your stuff is.
So yeah, my
Into the
stuff-
Woods by Heather, your
my
product
stuff
is
really good.
Yes.
Yes, I make body butters, which that's my most popular thing. But I did dab into sunscreen, which has been a huge hit for everybody, and bug spray, and
Bug spray.
all yes, bug spray.
Now you
Tick
posted some
repellent.
gorgeous pictures of that had sparkly, like, are they bath bombs?
Oh, you know what? And Kristen has one because she ordered one for me, and I brought it today. She should pull it out and show it to you. Yeah, they were.
Those are
they
awesome
were-
looking.
So they're just Epsom salts that you put some color on and put it all in there because I don't use color for much of anything. No dyes. They're too dangerous. I don't know why people want to put dyes and stuff and put it on their lady bits, but it's really not good for you.
Put it on there.
Be careful with that, Johnny.
I don't know what it is about this show, but I turn into a 12-year-old, and everything is funny to me.
Well, first of all,
It's something. It's
Lady
something in
Bits
the-
is comedy gold.
It's something. I was trying to. I was
can't go
trying to
wrong with the
hold it in
classics.
there. I mean, there were like 5 others right before that. It's got to be in the concessions. That's got to be what it is, right?
It is. You get all giggly when you get the soda in you.
It's not the soda. It's the chicken tenders. We've got a new fryer up here. Let's go. Let's go right
I'm
now.
all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
That's right, Chip.
Let's,
Come at you like a spider monkey.
let's bring it back in, Mitch. We've got a new fryer up here at Hamilton 16 IMAX.
Yes, we do. We have added a fryer so we can make your chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks.
I was so fond of the chicken tenders up here, and you just blew them out of the water with this new fryer. It was amazing.
They're good. It's a problem for me because I could eat mozzarella sticks every day for the rest of my life, and that's not a healthy life decision.
I think it is. Happy life.
It's healthy for your soul. That's what it's
That's
healthy
it.
for.
It's all the cheese.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is. Well, let's talk about good health. What'd you do last night, Mitch?
Well, I helped some friends of mine open their new club concept over in Broad Ripple called Good Conduct and Misbehavin'. It's a 2-tier club. Some good buddies of mine own it, and there was like a friends and family kind of soft opening thing. I believe they're open to the public now, so I hope people go and check it out. They've got a really cool menu. There's more of a dance club downstairs and a traditional bar. One of the things I really love about this bar is it's got a deck with garage windows so they can open it up and let in fresh air.
Nice.
And which is really nice in the summer, and it's cool in the winter because then you can have a place to smoke if you do that. So, yeah, it's great.
Very cool.
I had a lot of fun. And then, all right,
Misbehaving. Go ahead. No, you ain't got to tell the whole story. We just wanted to talk about your buddy's bar.
yeah. So I had a really good time, and there were some drinks, and I had drinks made with all kinds of stuff, and they were delightful. And I Ubered out to another bar, and I had drinks that at this point they could have been serving me anything. And I get home about 4 o'clock in the morning, jump in bed, and about a half hour later, I fall out of bed, land on my nightstand, roll around on the floor. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm misbehaving."
I am glad you're back, brother. I am glad you're back. But Kirsten has something to show you there, I believe she brought up here.
Oh, look at that.
That's the bath bomb.
It does look a little bit like candy.
I get a lot of different things. Some people tell me they look like candy. They look
like
like
a boob.
boobs. Yeah. Of course, when I
see what I
first
mean?
did them, Jamie, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought. But I thought, I know somebody's going to say something, but it did take them a little while.
It
Looks
kind of
gorgeous.
looks to me like one of those, I think they're called snowballs, the old Hostess treats that
Yeah.
have like, the chocolate
The
cake and the
coconut.
coconut on the outside.
I don't want mine to be like everybody else's, so
Smells good.
thanks. It's pretty awesome.
So you put that on the water and it starts fizzing the water, right?
Yeah, and it's infused with coconut oil.
Oh.
So your bathtub will be a little bit slippery, but your skin will feel amazing.
Movie night with J.O.
Not the first time. Oh.
Hamilton 16 IMAX is where we are, and that's where we're doing it. We're doing it live twice a month right now. And we're pulling double duty tonight. We're going to come back later tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Time
You said duty.
with Scarlet Lane. I told you, Jamie. I can't even look at him when I'm doing it. Scarlet Lane Brewing Company and the Midnight Movie, Madness, I guess,
Yeah.
with Scarlet Lane Brewing and Horror Hound.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to meeting Joshua up here and talking about the autopsy of Jane Doe. But right now, we probably should talk about Transformers a little bit. Heather, your brother wasn't in this one.
No, he was in the second one.
What did he do in it?
So he was an extra. He filmed for 3 weeks, I think it was, out in the White Sands, and filmed every day, 12-hour days.
That's a lot for an extra, unless he was putting on
And,
wigs and disguises.
it's not as easy as what people would think. I mean, they had him running up 30-foot sand dunes in boots that did not fit him well, and he had blisters all over his feet. And he's in the military, so
Then
where
you should have been
he's-
used to it. That's what they did to me in South Carolina, by God.
It was really cool. And you know, and you don't know. The cool thing is you're sitting there and you're watching a movie, but and you don't know, like, okay, he's going to be in this part. You have to wait for it. So at the edge of your seat the whole movie, and bam, there he was. He was big screen, you know, right over Josh Duhamel's shoulder, and I freaked out, of course, and people were shushing me, but it was super cool.
That's my brother.
Yeah, it was the scene where they drop Optimus Prime down to the base.
Gotcha.
And
Oh,
so
right.
there was like the one first glimpse, couldn't miss him, ears and all. He's got kind of big ears, so you couldn't miss him. And then like 6 other glimpses of him, but it was super cool.
Well, that's awesome that you can actually tell which one was him.
Oh, yeah.
I have an uncle who was an extra in a romantic comedy once, and if he hadn't told us ahead of time which scene to look for him in, I would have completely missed him.
Oh, yeah, my brother's head was woo, on the big screen.
Is it normally that big, or?
We
Yeah.
used to call him Helmet Head when he was little. I know he'll never listen to this, so this is okay, but he's awesome.
Well, there we go. You just made up for all of it.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Transformers 5. Jamie, are you a big fan like Derek?
I remember the original Transformers movie. It was a cartoon, and it was one of my favorites. Don't tell me you love me. That's all I gotta say. If you don't know what that means, go back and watch it and buy the soundtrack. You can still find it everywhere.
We had all that stuff. My brother had all that
I
stuff.
didn't see the cartoon. I saw the cartoon with episodes. Was there a cartoon movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I did not see
It was,
that.
it, was,
Yep.
it was kind of a big deal, Johnny.
It
And
was a
It's
big
a
deal.
big deal.
Actually,
I was playing with Matchbox cars in the dirt outside. I didn't stay in too much in Georgia.
without going into specifics, because again, we don't want to venture into spoiler territory, the impression that I've sort of been given is that a lot of the elements from the old cartoon movie from the 80s are being referenced at one point or another in this one that's opening today.
I would call them Easter eggs because I'd never get them. I don't figure out anything.
Well, it's definitely doing
Yeah.
something with like the Unicron kind of storyline, right?
Yes.
So,
Now, where are we in the storyline? Because I saw Marky Mark. Well, I'm not supposed to call him Marky Mark anymore. He gets
Marky
mad.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, he gets mad when you call him Marky Mark now. But yeah, so are we picking up where we left off, or what's going on here? Do you know, Derek?
I actually am more of a fan of like the old Transformers stuff. I haven't really seen of the Mark Wahlberg movies. I do know the premise of this one essentially is that Optimus Prime is sort of lured in by the creator of the Transformers to go after some sort of artifact, and then it requires him to turn against the other Transformers.
And massive destruction ensues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much like all of them.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot of crying kids, but that's just me.
That's not till the end, though, right? And we're going to do it halfway through the movie.
The other...
right, Mitch?
I'm not telling.
Okay.
I'm not
You
telling.
gotta see the movie, Johnny.
I
We're trying to get
understand.
people into the theater to see the movie.
That's true.
Well, the
You'll
thing
tell
is-
me off the mic, right? I got to know.
Who is your,
Inquiring mind.
Johnny, who do you think is the coolest Transformer?
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee? All right.
I had a Camaro
Optimus
when I was
Prime.
younger. so-
Optimus?
I'm gonna vote for Megatron, but that's because in the movies he's voiced by Hugo Weaving, the guy who played Smith in the Matrix movies, and he's an actor I'm a big fan
Very
of.
cool. I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Optimus is my favorite.
Optimus. Yeah, I always liked Optimus as a kid, but my favorite was the one who turned into the gun, the purple one.
Megatron turned into a gun in the old show.
Megatron was silver. I wanted the purple gun.
Oh, okay.
What was he has one yellow eye, and I also liked the tape deck.
Yep, I remember the tape deck.
Soundwave.
Wow.
Soundwave is cool.
Forgot about that.
I grew up in the 90s, so I've got a soft spot for, they did animal-related Transformers in the 90s on this CGI show called Beast Wars.
Yeah.
And I was a fan of the version of Optimus Prime they had on there because he was, instead of transforming into a car, since it was animals, he transformed into a gorilla. So they called him Optimus Primal instead.
Nice. Shockwave was the one I was thinking of, by the way.
Ah, okay.
Shockwave is cool.
We've gone through a lot of different Transformers here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Squeaks, Hot Rod,
I'll tell you, the
Barricade, Hound.
ones that frustrated me the most were Grimlock and the Dinobots,
Uh-huh.
because they were all morons.
Yes.
And as a kid, I couldn't get over it. I was like, can't they go to school like other kids and learn how to speak the language? I know
Yeah.
I know they're from another planet, but they're like, me Grimlock, me
They-
sad.
They definitely revamped the Dinobots by the time they got to Beast Wars. Like, they were the sort of anti-heroes of the series where you could never quite tell if they were going to help the good side or if they were just in it for themselves.
These are big questions.
That's what's great about Bumblebee. You know, everything that he says comes off the radio, little snippets and
Right.
pieces, and I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was a really clever thing that they did for the movies. That's not how it was in the show.
Right.
So it adds a little flavor to his character that's fun, you know?
I thought it was
It
fun.
requires someone who has a Rolodex of song lyrics in their head, because if you come up with the line that you want to say, that's one thing, but trying to find that exact line expressed perfectly in a song, you have to be able to just snap your fingers and go, oh, that's the song where the singer says it.
There's a musician sitting right beside you that can do that. Born in Nashville?
Yes.
Yes.
Something like that.
How long you been playing music, bro?
Since I was about 10 years old.
Is there any working band in the city that you do not personally know?
Not really. And if there are, I'm trying to find you. I will find you and I will get to you.
Come to Sam Ash and he will hook you up for whatever you need. Whatever you need. Even the DJ boxes. What are those little boxes that when everything lights up, it's got like 9 buttons on it. I don't know what it does.
The controllers?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The little
If-
boxes?
That's their instrument, Johnny. That's how a
I
DJ
don't know
starts.
anything about that. So
Well, you told me you wanted to be a DJ, so that's
yeah,
how you start.
and you laughed at me. And so that was a dream that was crushed.
No, I mean, I laugh
was
at you, but not
sad.
for that. There's several other things to laugh at you for.
Mitch, you know these little boxes I'm talking about? These DJ boxes?
Yeah. The mixing booth. The thing is about a DJ. You know, a rock star walks into a club, turns his amp up to 10, strikes a chord, asks everybody if they're ready to rock, and a DJ walks into a club and says, "Okay, this place isn't gonna itself."
Mitch Ross, we know where he works on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Movie night with JO Media right here at Hamilton 16 IMAX. Good, rich quality theaters in the beautiful Hamilton Town Center. A lot of construction going on around here right now. At least we can get through the town center.
Yeah, man, it's it's been a little bit nuts. And they put in that crazy, like, I'm pretty sure someone saw a picture of Diamond Dallas Page doing that symbol, and they were like, let's do exit 210 just like that. It's crazy. You take You're driving on the wrong side of the road. I mean, I know these designers in Hamilton County want us to be more European, but you're on the left side of the bridge.
It's awkward.
It's weird, man.
Oh, it's super weird, especially late at night, and the lights are flashing, and you're like, wait, where do I? Which lane am I supposed to be in?
Exactly.
It's awkward.
Exactly. I don't like driving anywhere I can't do it tipsy.
That's the thing. It really discourages
which we do not condone
the
here
drunk
at JLB
driving.
today.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't like anything that discourages that.
This half of the hour brought to you by Uber.
Right.
Just not the CEO. Everybody, middle management and down, right?
Yeah, that's Luber.
Uber. This drunk guy yelled at you for a half an hour on his way home.
Oh, exactly. Derek, you had no idea what you were getting into today, did you, brother?
I can't say that I did. No, but I got to be honest. This is my kind of environment right here.
BlueHQmedia.com. How long does it take you to put together an article? How much time do you spend on it?
It depends on how much research that I have to do. Usually, if I don't get distracted, honestly, I have ADHD pretty bad, so that's my number one enemy when it comes to getting an article done. But when it comes to doing research, actually typing it out, and then editing, it usually only takes me, about an hour or two to actually write it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it helps that I type fast.
All right, I just got a text from one of our listeners here. They wanted me to ask the panel this question. Out of all the movies, who was your favorite female lead character?
Whew.
I mean,
I think I'm going to go with Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, the Victoria's Secret model, who actually proved to be a surprisingly decent actress in the third movie.
In the third movie, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I figured out who it is. Who was the train wreck that they fired? The one with pretty feet. You know
You
who
mean
I'm talking
Megan
about?
Fox?
There you go, Megan Fox.
Train wreck
That
with
was-
3 feet. Oh, God,
That's
Johnny.
it's kind of my type. That's my Did you have a favorite female in Transformers? Why don't we have any female Transformers anyway?
You know what? That's actually a great
the
question.
feminists need to get to work on that and start protesting somebody. Not up here, but because we want them, but
Well, that would be more movies.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm into that.
let's do that.
Yeah, you got to. The question begs to be asked: how are we making new Transformers? I mean, other than I guess they got a static charge. They can turn toasters into Transformers, but
Did we leave any on the other side of the moon over there?
I'm just saying,
Well, there's other moons.
at some point they've got to be making little Transformers.
Well,
I mean, I know we don't want to see that in a PG-13 movie, but we should address it at some point, right?
That-
Well, some of us want to see that.
That takes some special Googling. It's not just out there. You got to go look for that. But yeah, we never did inventory on the dark side of the moon. We don't know what else is up there, right?
We don't.
What movie was that?
That would be the third one.
Thank you. With the model lady. Yeah.
I think my female lead would be Mia Jovovich's characters in the Resident Evil movies. Those are they're phenomenal. They're
Those
visually
are a
stunning,
lot of fun.
and
That
like
was
you
not
don't know what the
exactly
heck is going to
question,
happen. Huh?
but- Okay.
That was the question.
No, not in all
It was in
movies.
this franchise
Oh,
specifically.
in this
I think.
franchise?
Yeah, in this
Nah,
franchise.
I don't know. Like, there's really not a lot to be a favorite of.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
The
I-
mom
Well,
was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the mom. She cracks
The
me up.
mom was
She had a
great.
reoccurring role. See, she was, yeah. All right.
So
Who plays Mark's daughter? Is it the same one in this one as it was in the last one?
His
I've
daughter,
got a
I don't think,
computer
is
in
in this
front of
one.
me. I should be looking this up myself, right?
I don't think the actress who played his daughter is in this one.
Okay.
I don't remember her name.
I'm not going to Google that
Like
much to be
she was,
honest.
like
with you.
usually I'm a pretty
Well,
good
unless
with
she died over here.
people who are in movies, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank on
See,
that.
I'm more of a face guy. Yeah, I remember that girl. She was in this, and this. What's her
Yeah.
name again?
Yeah.
The hot one with the pretty feet. You know the one I'm talking about. The train wreck.
Well, we got it when you said train wreck.
I should really put a disclaimer for everything I say on these shows. Just put it out there so corporate don't get
I
upset.
mean,
with me.
what's the disclaimer gonna be?
Johnny is raw.
What's our excuse?
He is in counseling and trying to get help. Just bear with him. Oh,
you
he's
know.
special. All right, something
He's
like that. You got to keep corporate happy.
We're just naughty folk, Johnny.
It's
I
fine.
guess we are.
Due to his time spent in South Carolina,
The thoughts and opinions of Johnny Lyles are only those of Johnny Lyles. Please address all your hate mail to him.
That's beautiful. The thoughts and opinions of Johnny Lyles are his and not JL Media today. JL stands for just laughing. That's what we're going to do from now on, right? Transformers 5 is going to be good. Last night. Is it the last night? I mean, are we going to do another one? Mitch, did we leave it open for a? That's a stupid question.
Sure.
They can do a standalone.
Sure, for sure. I mean, they don't close the doors. It's just interesting,
As long as it's making money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you talk about the first animated movie, man, that one's got an ending that packs a real punch, and it's pretty devastating.
yeah.
I was about to say, are we allowed to talk about spoilers for a movie that came out in the 80s?
Yes.
Before I talk about
I
it.
think
Yeah.
that would be fine.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, I think they're playing with that mythos a little bit, so which is cool. But without you remember the trash planet they go to in that movie? I was just looking at the soundtrack because you mentioned that, and the song they play during that sequence is Weird Al Yankovic, "Dare to Be Stupid."
Mm-hmm.
I remember that now.
They've got that rockin' intro song by Lion,
Yep.
not White Lion,
No, Lion.
Lion.
They had to cheapen up on some of the songs,
Oh yeah,
I guess. Either that or somebody was taking some money. Like, here, we really want you to play our song on here. Here's $500,000 or $20,000 or whatever it was.
right. It's so weird because now that stuff doesn't work like that. You just find like the nerdy band and they'll do it.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, here, just put it on there. We don't care.
Right.
The royalties that they'll make off of it for 6 months will be okay, but they'll just kind of like fade into oblivion.
Sure,
It's the new one-hit wonder.
sure.
Which, back in the day, if done correctly, it was a wonderful thing.
Well, it was because the type of airplay that was around, if you hit number one over a 20-year period with your payout, it'd be about $1 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought you were going somewhere else with it.
Then you could buy a fancy car.
You could. One fancy car that almost nobody else has.
But stay out of the drive-through. We've already established this, right?
Yes.
McDonald's drive-thru.
McDonald's drive-thru.
You can go to Hardee's, Johnny.
Dude, I've seen it. San Diego, there's those, or if you go to Detroit, those cars are all over the place. It's crazy.
In Detroit?
San Diego, it's like because the factories are there. So you'll see
right.
like the GTs and all the, the hot rods and Cobras and all that stuff. But you'll see San Diego, man, you'll be an In-N-Out Burger waiting in the drive-thru, and you'll see a Ferrari, and you'll hear it go as it tries to pull into the parking lot. Yeah, for a cheeseburger. I mean, I'll be honest, I'd scratch up a Ferrari to get an In-N-Out cheeseburger right now. They're so
Well,
good.
at 2 o'clock in the morning after a few drinks at your buddy's bar, yeah.
No, that's White Castle time. We're talking about any time of the day.
I'm not sure. I can't even drive past White Castle anymore, man. That's rough, brother.
I'm thinking about trying to beer batter and deep fry a White Castle cheeseburger.
You going to do that as a Hamilton original?
I
got to fry it.
really want to.
You've got to
I
fry
really
it.
want to try it. I think it sounds amazing.
I will be your guinea pig for that and I promise I won't sue or anything.
I think we should come up here and do a live. We can do a live show after hours, after you close down, and just grill up or fry up some stuff in your new fryer.
Frying things with Mitch.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
We
a
want
whole
to try
new
Hot
thing right
Pockets
there.
real bad.
Oh, I'm in on that.
That's a whole new thing. Sponsored by Sam Ash, right?
Duh.
Let's fry some stuff. Throw some batter on it and fry it, right?
I mean, you make fun of those guys at the fairs who are like fried stick of butter, fried Twinkie, fried Oreos, but then you're like sitting there looking at the thing and you're like, oh, it's beautiful.
There are guys
I want to fry everything.
There are guys in Illinois who I'm not quite sure how they actually go about this, but I saw that they were advertising deep-fried Kool-Aid powder.
Actually, that's really, really good.
Is it?
Yeah, they had it at the State Fair a few years ago.
Okay.
yeah.
I never
All
heard
right.
of that.
You can deep fry anything. The State Fair proves that.
How do you deep fry Kool-Aid powder?
You just throw it into the batter.
Okay.
It's got to be a batter thing because when I first heard of deep fried ice cream, I thought it was crazy too.
Am
Hey,
I
man.
like the only moron that's sitting here going,
No,
Heather,
I'm a
the
moron
look
too.
on your
Okay,
I'm a
face.
thank
moron
you.
too. I've
I
never
wish
heard
we
of
could share.
I'm just...
No, I sincerely wondered when I first
It's-
heard of it how it was executed.
I don't know. I mean, I think you could take things
It's a
too
whole
far.
new meaning of dipping in my Kool-Aid.
There you go.
God, I love
There you
that
go.
woman.
What are you thinking of now, Johnny?
I love that woman. Movie night with my voice broke down. Told you the 12-year-old in me comes out. Movie night with JL Media, right here at Hamilton 16 IMAX. Heather, where can we find you online, dear?
You can find me on Facebook at Into the Woods by Heather. You can find me at jlmediatoday.com.
That's right there on our sales page because Heather is part of the family.
That's right.
And we're hoping to get you back out. You've got surgery next week and
Next Thursday.
okay, and you're gonna get like you're gonna be like the Bionic woman, Bionic.
No, they're taking my
Bionic.
machine out.
Bionic.
Yeah, I'm getting demoted. I'm
Your
only
cyborg
human,
tryouts
yeah.
didn't pan out quite
That's
so well.
okay.
Hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
Oh, they're taking it out. You
Be
can
thinking
much
about you.
better.
Yeah.
Bionic. I don't even know what you were a fan of the $6 Million Man, weren't you, Jamie? The Bionic Man.
That was a little bit before my time, Johnny.
Yeah, but can you imagine a $6 Million Man now? That's just like knee surgery. It's
Yeah.
not a big thing. Anyway, Derek, where can we find you online again, brother?
BlueHQmedia.com.
And you are the AAA baseball guy, right?
I cover minor league baseball.
So
I
all
cover
Single, double, and triple. Do we
us-
have single and double in Indiana?
the Indianapolis Indians are the AAA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates,
Right.
and then the South Bend Cubs and Fort Wayne Tin Caps are both low single A affiliates of the Chicago Cubs and San Diego Padres, respectively.
Gotcha. So no double. We're just stuck in that route.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
all right.
in addition to baseball, I also cover IU. I'm a proud Hoosier alum.
Sweet.
And then if there's ever a special assignment that regarding the Colts, Pacers, or whatever the biggest headline is in Indiana sports, I jump on that too.
I saw those media passes that your boss was taking pictures of and making everybody jealous online. Huh?
Oh yeah,
You guys have a suite down at the stadium too?
still working on actually getting a suite, but we do
we
have.
should have our own suite.
But
that would
is
be
that a thing?
amazing.
No, JL Media need to do something. We need to hook up with the sports guys and let's put all this together. We'll go live from the suite.
Love me some baseball.
Oh, me
Oh,
too.
Victory Field, it's almost 20 years old, but you would never know it
Oh,
if
it's
you
a
went
great
there
field. I
for a
love it.
game. It's one of the best minor league stadiums in the United
Nothing
States.
like a good baseball
When we
game.
have more time sometime, I'll tell you about me busting my butt trying to catch a fly ball and that they replaying on the Jumbotron 9 times. 9 times, man. Never touched the ball. Little kid behind me got it. 3 rows behind me got it. Little bastard. But
Johnny is a YouTube sensation.
I'm in several facets too as well.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, $3.99 a minute. You can call me too. But if these suites have air conditioning, I'm all in. I'm too old and fat to be messing around out there in the field anymore. I got to have my air conditioning cold beer.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to hook each other up. That's what we're going to do right now.
We
Jamie,
will get to work on that.
Jamie, your online presence is not as strong. You got the corporate websites,
We do have the corporate websites.
but you are located right there in Castleton, right down the street from me. And I come in just to get a hug and see you guys.
You do. It's almost creepy, but we know you, so it's not as creepy.
Well, it's creepy for all the other patrons in the store when they see me hugging all these men. And I'm usually wearing, pastels.
Well, whatever
Don't
that
laugh,
means.
Heather. I can rock pastels. Everybody who knows me knows that.
Well, you sure do, Johnny.
He got kind of intense
What?
there for a
You be
second.
true to who you are, Johnny.
I'm a confident heterosexual. Everybody knows. Once again, James, tell us everything that goes on over there during the week. You got that big stage right center.
We have a huge stage where we keep 50 seats set up all the time. So in case any of your favorite rock stars decide to come to town, we beg them to jump on stage and play a few songs, which actually has happened a few times. But we also have our open mic night on Wednesdays. We have our key jam on Thursdays. Twice a month, we have the Union Jazz Band come in from Indianapolis and hang out on the stage and invite people up on to play with them, which is fantastic because there's about 1,000 years worth of music experience on the stage at that point. Monday nights, we have our drum club, and Tuesday is our guitar jam.
That is Sam Ash Music Centers. Go in there and tell them Johnny and JL Media sent you. Talk to Ryan or Jamie, and they're going to shake their head and wonder why you're friends with me. But they're going to give you a great deal on whatever you need.
Absolutely.
I have a question. What is the song that you, every time you hear somebody step up onto that stage to play, like especially on, open mic, whatever, what's a song that just makes you groan on the inside, like, oh, again?
Well, luckily, I have a mouth on me, and I will make them stop, but it's always Crazy Train.
Really?
As much as I actually love that song and pretty much every other song, you're not allowed to play that in the store. You're not allowed to play Under the Bridge in the store.
Thank you.
And you are
Thank
definitely
you.
not
Thank
allowed to
you.
play
That's my
Stairway.
That's
If
my
anybody
go-to
starts
right
any of
there.
those songs, I stop what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm ringing somebody out. I go over there and we unplug them.
No Under the Bridge. We just got to end
Stairways banned, Under the Bridge is banned, but Oasis is allowed?
No. No. Like it's kind of a well-known thing. If you're in the acoustic room and you start that crap, if your girlfriend's not sitting right in front of you, it's game on.
this. Okay.
Oh
my God.
What is your policy regarding Creep? Because if I have to hear
All
that
right,
song,
I don't even want to hear that now. We got to get out of here.
We're
Because
working
that's
on it.
another one of my favorite songs. Miss Heather, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
Blue
you.
Derek is what I'm going to start calling you.
Alrighty.
Blue Derek. Jamie, my brother, I love you. Thanks for being here.
Love you, Johnny. Thank you.
Mitch, Transformers 5. You know, we mentioned it.
Yeah, make sure you go to goodrichqualitytheaters.com and get your advance tickets and, come see Transformers, Faith of the Fallen, and make sure you get your advance tickets for Spider-Man and Planet of the Apes.
And for those of you who are still listening, I ain't scared off yet, we'll be back live in 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, we are out.